Man, their Beavis and Butthead is the worst part of the accents in this film.
Yeah, the
most offensive scene.
And they overdo it.
When they were doing it, in my head, I was like, doing it the right way. You know, I'm like, come on. Beavis needs to be a little bit higher pitched and like gravelier.
Like how? Oh,
Nice.
that's pretty good.
Damn.
I got the mic
The
now.
hell?
For my bunghole.
Yeah. It's not that hard.
Great cornhole.
I'm scared to try it. I can't do it.
Oh, that lion we heard at the zoo? It was coming for sure.
We're back.
Happy 2026, everybody.
You guys notice anything different?
Your hair?
You have a robot cock for a mic?
Both. I have a microphone. Check. 1, 2. Check. Check.
Woo! Confetti.
Oh, shit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He did it, everybody.
No, he did not. He got it as a Christmas present because he still wouldn't buy one.
Santa did it.
Santa took care of Daddy.
Ew.
What else did Santa get you?
Oh, yeah. I had 3 Santas. Allie, Justin, and Chad bought me a light. So, turns out...
You're not committed enough to the podcast to invest any real dollars. You only want to invest Monopoly money.
Wish for things and they'll come. You know, things just kind of happen for you.
No, we started this back in March, and he's like, I'm going to wait to see what Santa brings.
He's the richest one of all of us, and he has to ask Santa for
yeah.
a
I'm the
microphone.
only one.
Cash and not investing anything into this podcast.
What does Steve say? Look at him. Can't hide money.
Can't
At
hide
some
money.
point, I have watched every one of you quit the podcast. And so I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll wait on buying a mic just in case.
I
never
still
quit.
might quit.
Yeah, worst. If I would have bought a
Why?
mic and you guys quit, what the hell am I going to do with this thing?
Start your own podcast.
This is the only reason I have.
Start the
this
Harry
podcast.
Show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dress just like that and just start riffing.
Yeah, and start a podcast called Harry Balzania, and it's a cooking show.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can call it... Well,
Today we're gonna. Oh, what?
New year, same old me.
New year, new Total Dogsht rug. Shout out to Billy.
Billy, our cousin.
He made us this rug from scratch, and we were expecting it to be like a traveling rug. We'd take turns with it, but I think we're all just going to buy one. His company's called Grizzly Rugs. So go follow
Our
them on...
first sponsorship.
Yeah, go follow them on...
And-
Yeah, thank you, Billy.
congrats, you just got
Yeah.
engaged.
Sponsored by Grizzly Rugs. Also, Justin made
Grizzly
shirts.
Rugs.
Allie's wearing one.
Yep,
We have
sponsored
Total
by
Dog shirts.
Total Dog Shirts. I got to figure them out better, but we'll get there.
Me and Laurel made Shrinky Dinks.
Shrinky
Ooh, I
Dinks?
got a shrinky dink.
And she made cookies.
Do the cookies
Shrinky Dink.
have... Are the cookies
So
vegan?
cute.
Or do they have cow bone in them?
I don't know.
We drove by a billboard that was for a fast food place that said like French fries made with beef tallow. Anything less would be sus. And Mom was like, "What does sus mean?" So I explained it to her, and she goes, "I actually think it's sus to make it with beef tallow because now vegetarians can't eat those French fries."
Yeah, pretty much all the fast food places now are using beef tallow.
Stands
So now-
for suspenseful.
Mom can successfully use the word sus, which is cute.
Just in time for it to be out of vogue.
Yeah, it's pretty gauche now, honestly,
So why are we dressed so fucking cool?
because we are cool.
A part of my resolution is, oh yeah, I asked
yeah.
Brittany. I asked Brittany what her New Year's resolution was, and she said to be more fly. And I think
What?
I stole that from her now. This is
Get
my
outta here.
resolution.
You look more like Ace Ventura.
That's what Brittany said too. I got a Halloween costume lined up, but this was like the most '90s thing that I could find in my closet.
I think it's also because
So-
of the flip in the back of the hair that makes it a little Ace Ventura-y. You should have a pink tutu on at football.
No one messes with the dew.
Put me in, coach.
But we're doing this to start off season 2, 2026 Total Dogsht. It was my pick, and I went with what was at one point, and I have quoted this many times, my favorite movie.
That is insane.
It was.
Absolutely.
Me and
I had
Harry used
said
to watch
multiple
this
times.
all the time.
I mean,
This
I've
was it.
watched it before, but I didn't know that you ever claimed this to be your favorite movie. That's a
Yeah, at a very
Something.
specific age. It was like from age 8 to 9. It was
No, it was
probably
longer than
as
that.
long as it lasted. But there was nothing funnier than the movie that we're reviewing today, and that is the critically reviewed movie.
4%.
4%.
4%.
It has
reviewed.
4%.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought it'd have a little
And
bit
you
more
were
than that.
older than 8 or 9, Harry. This
It
went
came
on
out
until
in
you were like
97.
this came out
Yeah, but-
until you were like in the grind.
If 8-year-olds had Rotten Tomatoes, this would be a 97%.
Yeah. Like when I saw it was 4%, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. And there's a specific moment in my life when this, like when I found out that this was no longer my favorite movie, which we'll get into. But first of all, that movie that we are going to review today, I'm going to redo that.
Today on
So-
Total Dogsht.
So today on Total Dogsht, we are going to review the 1997 classic The Pest, directed by Paul Miller,
Featuring.
starring John Leguizamo, written by John Leguizamo, and produced by John Leguizamo.
He wrote it too.
Well, no, someone else wrote
Him
it.
and his friend.
Him and his
friend
buddy.
wrote it.
His buddy wrote it on a dare. So John Leguizamo dared him to write it. Like, I bet you can. I'll
Okay.
give you $100 if you can do it.
That makes a lot more sense.
And they wrote it in like 3 days.
Yeah, his buddy wrote the plot thread, and then John Leguizamo inserted the jokes. So it was like that was their writing style.
Oh, we're supposed to do the thing.
Wait, yeah. Harry.
Oh shit! We're gonna find
Season
out.
2's off to a good start.
Total
This
Dogsht
is
season 2.
part 2, because we tried season 2 before and then fell off the rails.
We're here to find out if The Pest is good or total dog shit. Who
Allie, check it out.
knows?
Cute.
I assumed that it wasn't that he had nothing to do with the creation of it, maybe some improv or something, but that this was just his first kind of break. So he's like, I guess I'll do this.
Yeah, I guess I'll dress up as a Chinese person and do a Chinese accent because I have no control.
Turns out he wanted to.
Accents galore.
Rewatching it, I really was thinking that this was written for Jim Carrey and they couldn't afford him. So that's exactly what I thought. So I had to look it up, and it said John Leguizamo and his buddy wrote it for him. So it's like, all right, that tracks.
Yeah, so much of his character reminded me of a Jim Carrey character.
Ace Ventura. It was like Ace Ventura 2. And it was 2 years after
Not
Ace Ventura 2.
Good.
Where do you get the funding to make this?
It had a pretty decent budget too.
It was like $8 million.
They had like all kinds of locations and a helicopter and just a bunch of stuff.
The room with the elevator that they filmed in was from Scarface, so they had real location scouting and everything. What the hell?
Okay, so this movie was bad, but I still found myself laughing a few times.
Yeah, I laughed more than I expected to.
No.
Yeah.
But there were some
didn't.
times that I was watching it that it was just going in my eyes and out my ears. And I had to rewind it because I wasn't like, I was just staring at the screen like, oh shit, I was supposed to be paying attention to that.
So I love the intro.
Yeah.
It really
song.
sets the tone of the whole movie.
I'm a rigadigalus. Like a booger, I stick to this.
Take a whiff of this.
On stinky dinky. Oh, oh, oh.
I sang a few lines to it, and Laura looked over like, you know this?
That's
Oh, yeah.
so funny because before the movie started, I started singing it, and Brittany looked at me like worried. She's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "It's from The Pest." She goes, "No."
I'm in the mood to scam simply because I can.
The intro alone made mom and dad drop off of the movie. They
They
were like,
walked
we're not
out.
watching this.
Nya, 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 nya. Oh, fun fact, the bird in the beginning, which way did he go, Georgie? Which way did he go? That's George. That is John Leguizamo's actual parrot, and he would take it to a bunch of sets. Like, he didn't want to leave it at home.
Cute.
Aw.
Super cute.
Yeah, the intro definitely sets the tone. And the song itself, like, it sets a tone, and it just kind of like, the song has so many problems in one song. They kind of get it all out right at the front.
I had the subtitles on it, and that was the first time I knew what all the words were.
Yeah, me too.
And I was like, oh, that's what he's saying there.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, all kinds of accents and, farting and dancing in the shower.
Is it in the beginning when it's like suddenly there's 3 legs in there, or is that at the end?
It's at the beginning.
I think that's funny. And
We didn't even get minutes into it before Dad disappointedly looked at me and goes, "Somebody filmed this. Like, somebody had
Yeah.
to film this."
Yeah, same thing as some of the other movies we watched.
Yeah, I read that the intro took 2 days.
this opening sequence really makes me want to take a shower. Like, every time I watch it, I'm like, fuck, a shower sounds nice right now.
It makes me want to make a dumb movie.
I feel like I was watching a Justin video that was an inside joke that I was not in on. Like, I don't get most of this.
What I liked about rewatching it was because, as I said, as a kid, this was the funniest movie. It was my favorite movie. It was just the funniest. And as an adult, I got to watch it and see some of the jokes that I didn't understand as a kid. And then I didn't think it was as funny as I thought in the past. But at the same time, I was
In the
like,
past?
oh, I get this now. I understand the joke.
I can see that how being, if you were a 12-year-old boy, this would be very funny and very fun because it's kind of
Yeah.
edgy
It was very funny.
and you see some butt cheeks and stuff and like a lot of goofy characters and jokes. And yeah, if you had less brain power, it probably was very appealing.
I tried to explain why it resonated with me so much to Brittany because she also was like, "This was your favorite? Are you sure?" But it was two things. It was shown to me by Jake, who was the older cousin, who like anything he showed us, we're like, "That's my favorite thing too now." Like Ninja Turtles and
Like
Star
like
Wars.
when your favorite book's on the road.
Yeah, which it's over there. I gotta read that
Like how
sometime.
Harry's favorite movie is Pig.
Harry's never read On the Road, but he said
Pretends.
for years that it was his favorite book.
It was on like my MySpace profile, his favorite book of all time.
Harry.
He'd be at a party. He'd be like, yeah, my favorite book is On the Road. I'm interesting. Yeah, I
I
got
read the intro of
to
On the Road like 7 times.
I got to Des Moines and then I never finished reading it.
I got to Colorado last time.
Don't you know that God is Pooh Bear?
Yeah, so the second reason why I thought that this movie worked for me as a kid was because it's very much a cartoon. There's a lot of things that are super slapstick and super goofy. Like, part way through the movie, he's using a snake as an instrument. It's that type of
They'll like
comedy.
they'll speed things up. They'll speed up the shots and they'll put them in reverse and just do
Oh
silly
man,
stuff. and
we're not
weird
there yet,
angles
but
and-
there is a big reverse back and
Oh my
forth
God.
scene.
Oh,
I was cracking up. I woke Brittany up on that scene. We'll get to it.
So somebody on the TikTok that Chad just posted commented because you know how in the last TikTok I was like shaking my head in disappointment at your guys' disgustingness.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody commented, "She seems fun," and eye roll emojis.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm thinking about that because I was just about to be like, this movie is no longer for me because I don't like noise, unnecessary noise. It's just like, it was all like flashy, like easy laughs. And I just feel like we have seen too much in this life to laugh at jokes like that now. Like, you got to try harder than that. It was stupid accents. It was
yeah.
burp humor.
He literally
loud
burps at the
noises.
phone.
Just because we're Scottish, people don't take us seriously.
To the mob.
He did burp on the phone.
It was so fun. I even have it in my notes. He burps.
When he walks up to the Irish priest, he's like, "Oh, how are your Blarney stones?"
Yeah. I have that in my notes
Yeah,
too.
the Scottish guys and the German accents. It was all like,
Harry kissed the Blarney Stone and got sick as fuck.
That's so disgusting.
He
Yeah.
got sick.
There I go, being fun again.
Him and Dad damn near died from the Blarney Stone.
That is
Yeah.
so gross.
We got Blarney COVID.
You got herpes. You got everything. You got Blarneyed.
Yeah, do not recommend kissing the Blarney Stone.
And don't they like
Yeah.
hang you by your feet upside down over like a cliff
Yeah,
when you
just-
kiss it?
Two guys just grab you by the shoulders and shove your face into this piece of castle wall. And I had no context of what kissing the Blarney Stone was about. Like, it's something Dad wanted to do, so of course I'm going to do it.
Cute.
And we're trying to figure out, like, oh, what's the story behind this? And we ask people, like the workers and different random people we were talking to, and the origin of it is lost. Like, people think it brings good luck, but it also could mean like this other thing. And the reason that people do it, like the true reason, is just kind of like, because people are doing it.
There's no real story behind it.
It's like a mix. Like, people are debating what the actual reason is and what the background of it was.
I love that.
And then
It's
you
'cause
guys
we're-
got sick.
We're just
Got
trying to make
super
sure the
sick.
whole planet has the same STD. So we don't have to worry about
There's
them
just a
anymore.
Huge.
It's pluribus.
That's how Ireland handles herd immunity.
Yep.
Kiss the Blarney Stone.
What
Kiss
is
it.
this?
Get the vaccine.
I knew we were fucked because we were in a huge line of people and they'd shove someone down, they'd kiss the stone, and they took this just wet dish rag, wipe it off, and the next person came up and did the same thing. They had
Just
no
the
like
same wet dish rag.
same wet dish rag. There was no like transferring, and this was during COVID.
That is
Like,
so gross.
This is my first time getting COVID. Was kissing the Blarney Stone. Not worth it.
Remember when we went to our cousin's wedding during COVID and they were all doing keg stands?
Yeah.
Yeah. Similarly, some of my friends had like a big outdoor party and they're bobbing for apples during COVID.
No way.
Well, at least you're washing your face off.
I wouldn't bob for apples like now or before COVID. Like that was
No,
something I
it's
did as a
already
kid.
gross.
And they were doing it during like lockdown.
I'd bob
No.
for apples.
I bet you would, freak.
Plus apples.
They claim that they changed out the apples every time.
I don't think I could get one.
I mean, apple not soaked in other people's spit is not appealing to me.
You don't do apples?
I'm not crazy about them.
Like, what about a Honeycrisp? You don't do a Honeycrisp?
No,
I like apples.
I love
they're
apples.
fine.
You ever cook with
Hey,
apples?
That's a weird take.
I really liked seeing old Miami.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like almost a different city.
Yeah, one thing I didn't pick up as a kid was just like all like the Latin focus around it all. Mm-hmm. It was very much a Latin movie, and as a kid, that's just like none of that. It was all just slapstick jokes, and that's all I saw. But like now as an adult, I'm like, oh, there's like, you can tell this is like written by like Latino writers. They at least were like doing something with like portraying Latin culture in the movie. The movie itself wasn't super great, but like there's also other things in the movie that I thought was like surprising. There's like mentions of like literature and like philosophers and stuff
That's
like that.
something.
I'm like, what
that's
is
something
happening?
I wrote down that I didn't notice the first time was that the Pest. I think part of the joke is that he's smart. He's like really dumb, but he's smart because he has all these references to like he like quotes Shakespeare. I wrote a few down that he had, and I'll probably get to them because I don't know where I wrote them. Anyway, he references things. I'm like, oh yeah, like Cocteau. He references that. Angela Davis.
My two favorite body parts.
Yeah. But he's like, he's like, oh, like the philosopher? He's like, no, my two favorite body parts.
Yeah, there
But,
was some of the stuff he said I didn't understand, and I was like, wow, I'm dumber than the Pest.
Hey, that's the title. Are we dumber than the Pest?
It's good.
But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of Latin culture, but it was also Asian culture.
A lot of other cultures as well.
I wrote down at least this movie is super inclusive because all the races got made fun of at one point.
You know what's-
Everybody got a taste.
Interesting, though, is that John Leguizamo turned pretty woke about that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And looking back at this, that he wrote and very much promoted and wanted to do, it's like,
You know, like
the
he
whole
went.
time, like he's making statements online. He's like sweating. He's like, "Don't look at IMDb. Don't look at IMDb."
We should tweet about it and make him answer for it now.
Yeah. I forgot what he was saying, but it's something like just representation in film or whatever.
Well, everyone got represented in this one.
It wasn't that outrageous, though. He was just saying that, to my knowledge, he was just saying that the Latin community isn't represented enough in Hollywood anymore.
I think it was more than that, but I don't remember it well enough. It's not worth looking up.
Look it up, Chad. Ask ChatGPT.
Okay.
He started typing and gave up.
I didn't really care. It's like, whatever. Fucking.
But, yeah, they're at that big dance thing, and he's like, I can't remember the girl's name, but he says she's got mossy teeth, bad breath, mossy teeth, and a fat butt. I knew these pants made my butt look fat. No, it's your butt that makes your butt look
malaria.
fat. Yeah, malaria.
It's malaria. We used to quote that all the time. We used to say, "No malaria, your fat butt makes you look fat."
I forgot how many quotes that
Yeah.
I still say to this day that came from this movie.
I know. I was like surprised when I heard a couple of things. I was like, we still say that.
It was one of those movies that I've seen so many times that while I'm watching it, I don't remember the quotes daily. Like, they're not ever in my head, and as I'm getting to them, they start flooding in, and I start saying them with the movie.
Yeah, as we were watching it, like a scene would start, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah." Like the car is about to turn into a giant stereo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of the parts where I like toned out for a while because that went on for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
The fake punching when he's doing the blind guy thing and then they go attack him. The fake punching is really bad.
How do you feel about asthmatic?
It's like,
Yeah.
this is quality.
I was kind of laughing at that part when he's like trying all the different things to get out of it because he's just got so many disguises and shit. He's like, epilepsy? And they start kicking him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the setup of the movie is the Pest is a con artist who owes the Scottish mob $50,000, and he needs to find a way to come up with that in how many days? 2 days? The next day? Then what happens?
The German hunter guys are looking for a specimen.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And they are trying to find somebody to hunt, so they find a spoiler alert, they're hunters of people. They're trying to find somebody to chase after, and then they look into the binoculars. Here's a beefcake. And then the other guy looks in the binoculars and he sees Pest instead. So that's how he gets selected for Hunger Games.
Mistaken identity.
He's pretending to be blind and he's doing the shell game, scamming people.
We talked about in the past how we would use moviemistakes.com. I submitted to moviemistakes.com something from that scene.
Did you?
So, yeah. And when he's doing the shell game, this little kid like walks up right into frame and flashes gang signs at the camera.
Like real gang signs. It's like a real, wasn't supposed to be in it.
Yeah, and like I caught that. I'm like, oh, movie mistake. So we looked it up and it wasn't in there.
And the kid's
So-
like, you can tell he's not supposed to be there because he's looking right in the camera doing it and then smiles into the camera.
We added our contributions to moviemistakes.com.
Now John Leguizamo is going to see this, be like, bitch, I hired that kid to do that. That was my little cousin.
When he pulls the Scottish guy's kilts down on that
yeah.
shell game scene, that one guy's girly
Yeah.
underwear was so tight.
It's,
So
like,
tight. Like his
drooping over.
balls were like squeezed. I don't even know if we can show that on the podcast. I was like,
No,
oh
you
my God.
You could pretty much, yeah, see it.
I must have missed it because I was having a really hard time paying attention.
He had like this tight,
like-
This is the beginning.
he had
Yeah,
like
but it was just-
double flaps of skin going on.
Looked like a camel toe.
What would you call that for a feller?
I think it's called a moose knuckle.
Oh, right. Yep.
This was a moose knuckle and a camel toe. Yeah. It was a haggish bagpipe, I think is what they call it in Scottish guys.
Gross.
So he's at the Chinese restaurant.
Well, he gets beat up by the mob guys, but then gets away. And he goes to his job at a Chinese food restaurant where he's pretending to be Chinese. And his boss is concerned because he thinks he's lying to him about being Chinese. So they have a whole discussion about it.
阿媽日日都翻工遲到嘅喎，跌咗袋啊，仲唔駁嘴？
But he's doing. We can't even do it. He's doing a Chinese impression.
Do it, Justin. What does John Leguizamo do?
No, don't do it.
He's doing a Chinese impression, and the boss says, "It doesn't even sound like you're speaking Chinese." And he said, "Oh, it's because I'm from the South." He's like, "I'm from the South too."
He's gonna do it.
He says, "But I am from the far, far South."
You were on the verge of doing it.
It's because this quote has been in my head for so long. When he says it and he like pushes it away, I was like, that when he said it, I'm like, fuck, that itched my brain. Like I remember this quote so vividly as a kid.
The one I remember right after that is when he's like, "No MSG."
Mm-hmm. Dude, every time I see MSG anywhere, someone talks about it, I think, no MSG.
His boss is mad that he's late or something, and he's gonna fire him. But then he's like, he sees ducks hanging, and he accuses them of killing and frying his pet duck. And then he has them like give it to him to go with rice and no MSG. But then, so they do, and like they're worried they're gonna get sued, and like he's crying and all that. And the boss is like, "Oh, did you kill his duck?" And then
Quacky.
immediately he's like, "We don't have time for this. You got a delivery to make."
He just drops it entirely.
Yeah.
You killed Quacky? I might have. But I like how you can see the pest. Like you see his brain working because he's like arguing with his boss. He's like, "I was walking my dog, duck, my pet duck."
What I loved about the character is even when he gets called out on something, he doesn't like ever sweat it. The next scene, he's in the mansion where he's delivering the food, and it's the hunters who ordered the food. Like the hunters like calling him out for being blind, and he just like creates a new shtick about how like he's recovered, and he just like rolls with it. He has no shame whatsoever.
He's just walking through their house stealing shit.
Did you see what his delivery cart said? The name of the restaurant? It was Fat Wong Food.
Or was it Wang?
I think it was Fat Wong.
It made me want to watch Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Him, Wesley Snipes, and Patrick Swayze, they pretend to be drag queens, or they are drag queens. I haven't seen it in a while. And they hide out in this... No, they're drag queens, but then they hide out in this small town where that might be frowned upon, and they pretend to be women.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Does it age well?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, so he's in the mansion and he's stealing all their shit like right in front of him. Once he comes to this agreement or whatever, like he asks him to go to this island to win $50,000. They like toast to it. He pours him a drink and he takes a drink and throws the glass at the wall.
Yeah, so it's basically a new take on The Most Dangerous Game, where he's now going to be hunted for $50,000.
And you learn that these hunters have hunted every race of human other than Latinos, which is kind of surprising. Like, I feel like it'd be a lot harder to hunt there's got to be other races that are hard to get to agree to go to this island.
Yeah, you want to speculate, Justin?
Just like there's
What would be the hardest race to convince
because we have a ton of Latinos and
to be hunted?
Harry tilted his head.
Me too.
well, we have a ton of Latinos here. There's got to be like races on
But they're
the far
German. They're
corner
from
island of the
Germany.
world. I know, but
They're
there's
from Germany, so they didn't even like.
But
They had
there's-
to travel here to pick one up.
there's got to be like small tribes out in the Pacific Ocean that would be harder to get, and they claim they've got every race of human. Bullshit.
It's funny that the idea that the contract is binding, that there's a contract that's like you can be
Yeah.
murdered. Okay.
So he gets to the island and meets the creepy little German son, and his name is Himmel, and he immediately says Heil Himmel.
Heil Himmel. And does a Nazi salute.
And then he goes, hi Himmel.
He slightly reminded me of Heath from Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he does red light, green light to him.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of funny stuff in the the scene in the mansion. Like, he's going through the books and read them off, and he's like, Mein Kampf.
Mein Kampf.
Yeah.
And then he's like opening another one. It's like a sex book. I'm in the Schmellenheimer.
Farten in the stinken in the Schmellenheimer.
Goddamn fart is stinken und a Smellenheimer.
We used to say that one all the time.
I used to say, our feet are the same. Because instead of Alfita saying.
I was thinking about watching this. The Alley's going to have a lot of German accents to do.
Allie?
And Justin, you can handle the Asian ones. I'll take the Scottish ones. Alec,
No.
German.
Chad took the easiest one.
Is it
Harry,
easy?
you
Let's hear it.
No.
Scottish. Justin can do
donkey.
Scottish because he has. Yeah.
Donkey. Yeah.
Donkey.
Okay. So
Not Scottish.
That's Scottish.
when he sees the room with all the heads on the wall, right, from all the different races, and the empty one for where his head will go, did you see what the plaque said?
Latinus something-is.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say?
So if I say it, can we bleep out the first part of it?
Yeah.
Latinus ticus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't catch that.
And then he holds up the plaque right to his head. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's like it's spelled like a Latin word, so it's like a lot of people don't catch it.
I didn't catch it.
catch it.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's so bad. That is so bad.
It is pretty funny. He's like, I'm going to make a nasty face and ruin your whole display.
Yeah.
So speaking of faces, mom was in the room when I finished watching it, but she was like playing Animal Crossing and stuff. And afterwards I was like, Mom, did you enjoy listening to me watch that movie? And she goes, no, the whole movie is just all teeth and noise. It's just his teeth.
Teeth? Teeth and noise.
It's just close-ups of his face.
My new album name.
Teeth and noise. And the heads looked awful.
Yeah.
Some bad prosthetics.
But I was thinking it would be funny if they had any sense of humor, they would go back now in 2026 and make a prequel to The Pest about them hunting humans. Because we haven't seen these guys successfully hunt.
Well,
That guy's got
Game-
that he's
his game
gone.
was bad.
He got
that actor's
canceled.
done for, yeah.
Yeah, he did something real bad, right?
Real bad.
That's what
Real
I thought.
bad. That one's not even like a fun cancel.
Well,
That's
Some-
why in
real
Beetlejuice, they had his whole head bitten off by a shark, so you couldn't see him, and he was just blood spurting as he was talking.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't know of this.
It's so not good that it's not even fun podcast banter.
Yeah.
He's like, it's like Danny DeVito's little, like when he's doing that. Definitely not.
We gotta definitely write a song about how we do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids. It's no good diddling kids.
Do it, Chad.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can-
You know.
We don't diddle kids.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But the another line from the mansion scene that cracked me up when he meets back up after being with Himmel. He tells the hunters, "I just met your insane, crazy freak of a son. No offense."
Yeah, and then his son's like shaking martinis for his dad while they're hunting. And
Yeah.
they're kind of arguing.
That's an example of something that I didn't understand as a kid, because he pours him a martini and he takes a drink and he's like, "Ugh, not dry enough." I'm like, what the hell does that mean? It's wet.
Harry's like, it's a beverage.
I don't get it.
Idiot. It's kind of crazy.
Like, it's gonna be not dry.
Apparently, around that scene, he got actually bit by that snake.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you guys see the head of the snake when he grabbed it? It instantly turned into like a meatloaf shape instead of a snake head shape.
The snake scene was over the top, even for this movie. Just out of nowhere, he's using it as an instrument. He's playing jump rope with it. It's all in like fast forward with like low frame rate.
And it's got like goofy music. Like it might as well have been the Benny Hanna or whatever.
Benny fucking Hanna.
Well, it's like, think of it for a comparison. I feel like this movie had a lot of Like they try to do a lot of easy humor, like the accents and stuff. A movie that did stuff like that very well is Austin Powers. Like there are lots of silly accents, very silly characters. There's a lot of chaos and goofiness, but that movie is light years ahead of what happened here. Like when in Austin Powers they have Fat Bastard, and then they have, when the guy's like, I love gold. Those accents I still think are funny, but this movie, I'm like, this is so very dumb.
Speaking of bad accents, man, their Beavis and Butthead is the worst part of the accents in this film.
You guys are harsh.
Yeah, you guys are harsh. You guys are harsh.
Actually, you guys suck.
Yeah,
The most
nailed
offensive
that.
scene.
And they overdo it. It's like
Yeah.
they probably thought, oh, we're really good at doing Beavis and Butthead. And it was
When they were doing it, in my head, I was like, doing it the right way. I'm like, come on. Beavis needs to be a little bit higher pitched and like gravelier.
Like how?
I don't know.
Let's hear it.
Come on.
Never seen
Really?
it.
You can't even
A
do
movie
Beavis and
that's
Butthead.
so full of accents. I need you guys to step up.
Did you guys see that SNL skit about Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah. That
That's
shit's so funny.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Damn.
I got the mic
The
now.
hell?
Yeah. It's not that hard.
Great cornhole.
He was like, I need pee-pee for my bunghole. Yeah, losers, man. Yeah.
Yeah, losers.
Wasn't even close.
Losers.
And Butthead was like, yeah.
Harry, do it again.
No, I can't now. I'm not a trained monkey.
It was so good.
I'm scared to try it. I can't do it.
Oh, that lion we heard at the zoo? It was coming for sure.
Yeah, we're like walking around the zoo. We got to get back to meet mom and dad. And Chad's like, I really want to see the lions. And then we hear in the distance this lion blowing a load. It goes, oh. And like you felt it in your chest. This thing was so deep and powerful. We're like, we got to go see what that lion's fucking.
I think it was Laurel or somebody was like, is it okay? Like, what's wrong with it? Is that because it was
It
like,
is okay.
And then we walked up to it and it was all embarrassed.
it should be.
It knew we heard him. Yeah.
The in this movie, he ends up with pheromones. And when he shows off, like, look, he has pheromones, and Himmel just turns the TV on like it was the last thing he was watching. It's clips of this lion banging into lioness.
Yeah, and he's like sitting there watching it as like Pest is talking to him.
And they roll with that idea that there's like a pheromone that makes people just have sex with you, and it only works for males.
Yep, that comes back later.
It's bullshit though, because the pest uses it.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't affect him.
He's the Pest.
Yeah.
He's 3 steps ahead.
But the hunt gets started. They give him a little tiny cricket gun.
They don't even give him a head start. I was like, what the
So
hell?
they're just going to shoot
He's
him?
shooting at him. He's like, all right, take off. We're gonna hunt you, and he shoots him in both legs.
Yeah.
And Brittany's like, wait, so are his legs shot then?
Yeah.
Like you don't need to worry.
I
about
just always imagine he had like metal plates on the side for some part of his decoration. I don't know why.
I was thinking it was
Something.
going past his legs and just making the
But
skirt
it made
flip.
a ding, like it like made a sound like it hit
Yeah.
something.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
One thing that was super bizarro about the hunt is, so he's been super incompetent this whole time. He's just like a scammer, and he's just ridiculous cartoon character. And he gets into the woods, and he builds this super elaborate trap out of nowhere. That gives
So
no
did
indication
he-
that he's capable of that.
But did he build that, or is that one of their traps from previous hunts?
No, he built it.
They
you
totally
sure?
indicated that it was a pest trap. Mm-hmm. And so he builds this trap, this big elaborate thing, and the next thing we see him doing is taking a shit in the woods.
Of course I farted. What do you think? I smell like this all the time?
Of course I farted. What do you think? I smell like this all the time?
I quote that all the time, which is him quoting Shakespeare while he's shitting.
Is it?
Yeah. He goes, whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the
wondering what he
slings
was
and
saying.
arrows of outrageous fortune.
So John Leguizamo must be smart then.
hard to tell.
Who's to
There's a
say?
lot of references.
It's a real toss-up here.
You can look up references. I mean, back then they still had encyclopedias and shit.
I know, but how do you
He
write
was
something
looking
like
up
that?
Shakespeare and encyclopedias to add it to a movie.
Yeah, because he wanted the pest to seem smart.
Yeah. This movie, like, anytime I'm in a situation where there's potentially not enough toilet paper, I think of, well, I guess I can use my socks. At least they're cushiony soft. Just a random quote from this movie that stuck with me forever.
Do you know how many times we have said, of course I farted. What do you think? I smell like this all the time? He's like
It was
farting.
one of the scenes that we would rewind all the
Over
time.
and over again, we'd rewatch that scene. The deer reacting to him shitting.
One of the lines I thought was funny is when they were out hunting, and the dad told the son, "When we catch him, you're going to be the one to kill him," or whatever. And Himmler says, what if I don't want to? I want to be a hairdresser, write musicals." And the dad goes, "What?"
Yeah, they had an interesting relationship.
While he's shitting, Himmel has a bazooka on his back, and he turns around and goes, "Oops," and shoots the bazooka right at him. And the scene of that thing flying through the jungle is hilarious. Like, I still laugh because it's just so ridiculous. But Harry, it reminded me of the greatest game ever played of Halo. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I'll keep it really short. We played this game of Halo with our friends online. We got paired with this team that was much worse than us, and we just destroyed them. And it was like to the point where we kind of felt bad that we were just wrecking these kids. And we're in this
sad.
we're peeking through this window, and this guy sees us, and he turns around and goes to run, and like he bullets flying and snipers going off, and a rocket go chasing after him. This poor kid just got smoked.
A cartoon, just everyone coming down on this one character, and a rocket just like following him as he ran.
That's when I saw that of this movie, I was like, oh, that reminds me of that night we played Halo and crushed those kids.
We reference that night all the time. It was stuff of legend.
Speaking of the greatest game, are you familiar with the most dangerous game?
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is a play on that.
Yeah. You guys know what that is?
Didn't we talk about that?
Flashback.
A new take on the most dangerous game, where he's now going to be hunted for $50,000.
It's a short story where this guy ends up on this island and meets this other guy, and the other guy's like grown out of hunting animals, and he hunts humans. So this is kind of that, only smarter.
Harry loved funny games.
I like funny games.
You like the part when they rewind the movie?
Yeah, I like both versions of it. I love that director.
Yeah, I've never saw the original.
I saw it when we lived in Beaver Lake, so I remember hating it, but my taste in movies has changed. Clearly, because I don't like the Pest anymore.
Yeah, you like Pig now.
Yeah, now you love the pig. You moved from the Pest to the pig.
Michael Haneke.
So the hunt scene doesn't last too long on the island. He ends up running into Himmler again. Himmel, right?
Himmel.
Jimmy
Himmler
Himmel.
is a different guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Himmel, and he convinces him to take his dad's boat and go back to Miami. And on the boat, it's important to remember that he gets super seasick and is puking everywhere.
But also, not only does he get seasick and puke everywhere, they both puke all over each other.
Ew.
I stopped taking notes once they got back to Miami. I was just like, I'm checked out.
Yeah, the hunt makes a shift for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they chase him back to Miami, and so they're trying to escape because the hunters find him at a pool party.
Yeah, he just goes and parties, and he's like floating with 6 women that are like rubbing his chest. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, his friends were Aries Spears from Mad TV and Freddie Rodriguez, the guy from Planet Terror.
Oh, nice. That Ninja?
Mm-hmm.
I just think Ninja was the coolest.
I know, I love Ninja. The friends, Ninja and Chubbs, they originally were not in the beginning at all, and they filmed the whole movie, and those two show up at the pool party in Miami. And so when they like did test screenings, the audience is like, where did these friends come from? So they had to go back and shoot a whole beginning thing with the friends in it to like establish who they are.
Well, now we know who Ninja and Chubbs are.
But he goes...
Yes, I feel like it was super important.
I was wondering.
He goes to his girlfriend's house, and this is where we really go off the rails.
We were testing the limits.
Oh yeah, he does do a black voice. I forgot.
Real bad. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes on too long.
No.
I'm not going to say that I maybe quoted that before, but that has stuck with me.
When he's doing like the
Zimbabwe thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's like clicking and shit.
And the clicks.
What was his
Yeah.
end game with that character?
I don't know.
Like, was he? I don't know his relationship with this girl.
He thought he was going to ingratiate himself to the parents by adapting African culture because they're black, and he
calls
adapts
the mom
it.
a bitch.
What does a brother have to do to get some respect around here, B.I.H.?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Cinema.
But
True
with this
cinema.
scene, despite how uncomfortable it was, it still got one of the biggest laughs out of me because he's wearing a tracking device in his underwear, and it starts to heat up at dinner, and so he starts to like freak out because his pants are catching fire. And like before you know it, all of his clothes are off and he's butt naked running through the house. And how quickly he gets his clothes off, I was cracking up like real.
I'm so confused about this part because so the tracker's in his underwear. That's where it's at. It's not in his balls.
Yeah.
So if he just if he just took off the underwear, it'd be fine. But did these motherfuckers program a drawing of the Pest to like scratch his balls and react as they got hotter? Because they're watching their little tracking device and his face is getting red and he's scratching his balls. They're like, oh, the tracker's heating up.
The bastard's gonads are sweating.
Oh, boost the power! Boost the power!
You programmed this?
Boost the power.
You might be thinking too much into it, Justin.
But then he sits on the toilet and this motherfucker's got to have like 12-inch hanging
the longest balls. Yeah.
Because he sits
I
on
was
the
like,
toilet and smoke comes out as they cool down.
your balls just dip right into the water like that?
I was confused. I'm like, is he taking a hot shit? Like, what is happening?
As a kid, I always thought I thought there was a tracker in his ass. So that's what I thought. My whole life, I thought there was a tracker in his ass. It's catching fire. So he goes and shits it out. And so I'm like, that's exactly what happened. And I rewatch it now as an adult. I'm like, that's not what happened at all.
No, he just dips his balls in the toilet water. Must have been like a clogged toilet that was backing up.
That's what it was for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Yeah, he wore an afro to their house and like
He did.
African garb, like traditional tribal.
Are we not supposed to do that?
I mean, it depends who you ask and how you feel about other people hating it.
That's a good point.
So the hunters, they find him at the girlfriend's house and tranquilizes everyone in the family, and runs out of bullets. So the Pest escapes.
I have a big issue with the aiming skills of these hunters. Like, how do they catch all these other people if they can't aim?
Yeah.
At all.
And when it like cuts back to his POV of holding the gun, he was obviously aiming at the person he shot.
Yes. Yes.
I did like when Ninja jumped down though and he like shoots him out of the air.
So we used to do that when we were kids. We had the boathouse that was like, that drop had to have been like fucking 12, 15 feet maybe more than that. I don't know. But we had a trampoline at the bottom of our boathouse and we'd jump off of it. And that was like a signature thing. Like Jake would come running and jump over the wall and we'd pretend to shoot him and he'd hold his stomach and land on the trampoline.
We'd role play Ninja getting shot.
I don't know how we
From
didn't
the
get
Pest.
more injured.
Oh, I think about that all the time.
Thinking about jumping off that boathouse now really scares me.
We would teach people how to
Yeah.
jump off it to not hit the ground.
Yeah, like you have to land a certain way.
We'd be like, okay, you got to land a little flat because otherwise your ass is going to smash into the ground below.
Did I talk about hood sledding on here?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
So when it got really snowy, we would take the hood of Mike Wise's Bronco off of the front of his car and we would tie it behind his car and we would drag ourselves around the neighborhood riding on the back of a hood behind his like large fast moving Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
like
hit trees and shit.
He would take I took out a mailbox with my body. And then I did like tell the people and helped or offered to replace it or whatever, and they were just like, "Don't worry about it."
What a sweetheart.
I know, I felt really bad, but like we could have fucking died. We were like ramping off shit, and like if he had wrecked or skidded out, well, he would like skid and like throw us off. But like
it was like tubing.
Brakes, it was tubing behind the car.
But yeah, is hood sledding? That's got to be like not just like that's a thing, right?
Oh yeah, I hope not.
I think it's got to be a small town thing.
They also hook up couches when it's all icy out. They'll hook a couch to a truck and then whip their friends around on it.
Yeah, don't do that if you're listening.
One time at Wargapalooza, there was a big there's a big hole that was dug into the ground to build the bonfire in, and they put a couch over the top of it.
Oh, we've done that.
So there was fire underneath and then a couch over the hole. Mm-hmm. And people were just sitting on it just to see how long they could withstand the heat in the middle of a cornfield at Wargapalooza.
Did it not catch on fire?
After a while, it sure did.
Oh, yeah, we burned couches.
Oh, yeah. Me at Harry's going away party.
Threw a big old couch in the fire.
That's so funny. My going away party, like it was like Burning Man. The finale of the party was like Stuart brought a couch there to sit on, not to burn. But at the end of the night, sure enough, there's a big pyre at the end that I'll clip in a picture of it. It's just everyone was gathered around this burning couch as like a
It's just the skeleton of it.
Such a small town thing to do.
They go to where do they go to
the Scottish guys. They tap the Scottish guys' phones and they tell them they have them go look for them.
Yeah.
And the Scottish guys, how are they everywhere in the city? They're just everywhere. They go to like a synagogue for like they go to like a Jewish like mass or something, whatever they're called. Oh boy, let's look that up and dub in me saying it correctly.
Oh boy,
did you say Jewish mass?
Yeah, Jewish mass.
Sorry to all my Jewish friends.
Let's just say they were doing a bar mitzvah because I don't know what actually was happening. But they go in there and they're dressed as rabbis. And then turns out there's a Scottish guy dressed as a rabbi in the audience. He must have been just waiting there to see if they showed up randomly to this place.
They go to that nightclub with karaoke.
Yeah. I had to rewind it because I'm like, okay, how do we get from the synagogue to the nightclub? Like it was just point A to point B I've missed it entirely. And next thing I know, they're at the nightclub. And that's when they turn their car into a giant radio.
So dumb.
And did you hear the I Love Rock and Roll
I wrote
cover
that down
song?
too. I'm like, what version of I Love Rock and Roll is this? Because like you're paying the royalties for something.
It must have been like one of their friends' bands or something who had a cover of it. Because I was like, I was listening to it and I'm like, that is I Love Rock and Roll, but it can't be I Love Rock and Roll. I don't remember it sounding like this.
So I think there's a thing in music publishing and copyright and all that where there's like you can pay for like a master recording of it, like the actual, the melody and lyrics and like the actual recording of it. Or because like rappers do a lot of samples and stuff, or you can do a replay where you just get the copyright of the song, but you have to like replay it yourself. And I guess that costs less.
They definitely cut costs.
Mm-hmm.
But then
they kill him. So they kill him. They kill him with how loud their speakers are, and he says,
"Did they kill him?"
Yeah, listen. He goes, "This one fainted."
Oh, Dag, this one fainted. Now you know I'm not gonna let you have any white people unless you take care of them.
But that's ADR. So he actually says, "This one died," but the studio is like, "You can't kill this guy." So they did ADR of him saying fainted.
There seemed to be a lot of ADR in this movie that dubbed over lines. A lot of times their mouths were not matching up to the audio, and I'm just like, oh.
I love obvious ADR when it's in silly things.
Like Sandlot?
What's in Sandlot?
Or what? No, it's not Sandlot. It's
No, it's Heavyweights.
Heavyweights, that's right. But isn't it the same kid?
God.
I don't think maybe. I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
What was the original line? Seymour Butts. It's the Seymour Butts joke. He's like Ben Stiller asked him something about like his name and he's like Seymour. He's like, Seymour what? Seymour Butts.
Nobody see more butts than you, Uncle Tony.
And then, but in the real version, his mouth says
Peter.
It's like, Peter what? He's like, Peter Fitz. And he goes, Peter fits. He's like, any Peter fits if you push hard enough.
You know,
That was in a
Awful.
kids movie.
yeah, and
Terrible.
they filmed it, they let it happen, and like everyone on set was probably laughing, having a good time, and then they got to the editing room, like when like just the excitement of filming this whole thing had like the come down was there. We're like, all right, we're editing it now, and they're like, ooh, shit, we can't use that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I get it. That's happened on this podcast a few times.
Definitely.
Oh no. Might happen in this episode.
Oh, for sure, it's happening in this episode.
I mean, you just gotta do what you think is funny and not worry about it, and then,
Fix it in post.
yeah, reel it back a little later.
We're gonna be in
ADR.
big trouble if we ever get to the point where we do live streaming.
I don't think we'll ever get to that point.
No, I'll be canceled in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But the fans.
We'd have to make it really short and really concise and watch what we say and have a plan.
Yeah, we need like a sign that we can hold up. Like, oh, careful.
I don't think Charlie has a plan ever. He just talks.
Well, he is also he has all the right opinions usually about stuff and doesn't really
He's
go off the
also-
rails.
Not riffing off of other siblings who could encourage the going off of the rails.
Speaking of going off the rails, he becomes Asian again.
Yep.
Oh, right.
He like beats up an Asian guy and takes his clothes.
Yeah, did he beat that guy up?
He had
Yeah,
to
I don't
have.
know.
What the fuck?
He follows him in the bathroom and then comes out with all of his shit on.
I think he was dressed as a real person in that scene. I can't remember who, though. I don't know. Look it up. But yeah, they're like coming in the room, and he thinks the best idea for him is to get on stage.
Yeah, because he sees the hunters walk in, and he's like, "Oh no, I'll go on stage."
No, first he sits down with Himmel. Like, if you see Himmel in the crowd, why would you go sit with, like, the people who are hunting you? I know he thinks Himmel's going to help him, but still, it's like, you know that the other guys are around him somewhere. But then he's, like, waving to Ninja, because Ninja's about to hook up with some chick, and then the spotlight hits him, like, oh, you're going to do karaoke? And so he decides to go do karaoke. What song was he singing?
Bonanza.
Yeah, Bonanza has words, apparently. I used to do that, too. Bonanza, hoi!
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was cracking up at that. He was doing that in between lines.
Do you remember the Taco Bell Bonanza song? I'm just a guy.
and-
I'm just a man and a guy and a dude. I'm hungry.
Gotta shimmy, gotta shake from marinated steak and
Grilled
steak to Taco Bell. Jones and four, grilled steak
Grilled steak
taco. It's the
steak's
king
the
of
king
meat.
of meats. So I run, let it walk.
Can't,
Can't
yeah,
find a-
sorry.
yeah.
I can't find a right.
I remember this, but I don't know any of the words.
Because I'm going real fast for his bell.
Yeah.
You know what theme gets stuck in my head all the time randomly, and it drives me insane? I'll be just having a good day at work, doing my shit, and then suddenly, while shopping for a new car, which one's me, a free convertible or an SUV? Too bad I didn't know that my credit was whack, because now I'm driving off the lot in a used subcompact FREE. That spells free. Creditreport.com, baby. Saw their ads. You don't know that? What the fuck? Everybody knows that.
Apparently not.
I get 1-800-97 Jenny.
I get, come see the doctors at Tom Kelly's Bowling Pro Shop.
Sometimes I'll just be walking around and then all of a sudden it hits me, call J.G. Wentworth, 877.com. Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. I guess I don't really know these songs. There's the one that was like, it pays to cross the bridge.
Yeah. Lake Manawan Nissan.
Yeah.
Pays to cross the bridge.
Who tried to tell me that the King Kong wasn't King Kong? King Kong.
I think it was Steve.
No gyros, gyros.
It's gyro. It's
And I had to call everybody,
not
and then I
gyro.
found an old commercial on YouTube to prove myself right.
Not gyro, gyro.
Most of these are Omaha specific, so no one's gonna know what the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
we're
Sorry,
talking about.
everybody.
Save big money at Menards.
I can't believe you guys don't know the credit report song.
I was singing it with you.
I know
bitch.
the credit report part, but I've never heard of the other
I
stuff
avoid
you were
my
saying.
credit report at all costs.
Yeah, me
Out of
too.
sight, out of
Dude,
mind.
Smart.
it's such bullshit.
Song.
I get an
That's how it's
email.
done.
I get an email from what's the big credit one? The Credit Karma. And it'll be like, congratulations, Justin, you're doing great. I'm like, fuck yeah. And I open it up. I'm like, you fucking liars. What do you mean I'm doing
Son
great?
of a bitch.
You tricked me to get onto your app.
They're like, congratulations, you're doing great. He opens it up. It's like 525 is your new score. No shade to people with low credit scores.
When he does see the German guy, I forget his name.
Himmel?
The Beetlejuice guy.
Oh.
No. he like yells at him. He goes, I won't do the voice, but he's like, you a big irritate, round eye.
Pest Vargas! You know, you're a big irritate, round eye.
I think you need to do the voice. I can't picture it.
It works better with the voice, but
So
you could probably put that in.
a lot of the final of this is kind of a blur. I know where it goes and how it ends, but I was just like, I'm fucking done. This movie's gone on too long.
Yeah.
Well, the Germans kidnapped the whole family and malaria.
Who's got a fat butt?
Oh yeah, and oh god. So the Germans kidnapped them and they got them, and then they're on this tanker or something, like this big warehouse, and there's a big set of stairs, and the German guy is shooting real bullets at the Pest, who's like toying with him, like he's got speakers set up everywhere, and there's literally a part. This guy, keep in mind, this guy has a fucking loaded gun, and the Pest walks behind him and like just follows him like a cartoon, like super close in his shadow, and then just turns everywhere he turns.
Though.
It's funny, but it's like, what the fuck?
That's why I liked it. It's Bugs Bunny and Elmer
It is
Fudd.
Bugs Bunny, yeah.
Which way did he go, George? It's perfect for a kid.
The setting of that really confused me. I'm like, are they in a warehouse? Are they on a ship? What is happening?
Yeah, I was very confused. I think it's like a port, like where tankers will get deliveries put on their ship or something.
But real quick, also on Ninja's license plate, it said "Go Ninja."
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
So they tell him that, Pest, he walks down the stairs and like slips down it basically.
Oh yeah,
Reminded
that
me
shit's
of,
so funny.
It reminded me of The Burbs. Like my favorite scene in there when like Tom Hanks walks out of the exploded house and he just like skids down the stairs like that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys seen that?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, he's like giving this big monologue with a gun, like, you're too late, basically. He's like, oh. So, I meant to do that.
And they tell him that they poisoned him at the start of the hunt and that at 18 hours exactly he's going to die, and that's coming up soon.
If I was poisoned, could I do this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Und this?
And that's when they just start reversing and replaying him dancing around.
For too long, the reverse, play forward happens, and you can see it because the girlfriend's like,
but, spoiler alert, he puked and shitted it out earlier in the movie.
Oh, right.
Yep, so he's fine. And they decided not to cut his head off, so they let him go anyway. So it was all good.
Why'd they decide to not cut his head off?
Because his face would annoy them.
Oh, yeah, they just wanted to kill him and get it over with.
so yeah, how did that all resolve?
The benefit of having an annoying face.
He just like said that he puked it all up, and then they're just like, all right, we're just going to go back.
Yeah, he passed out and pretended to die. And then they left him and they're just like, yeah, we don't want to cut his head off, so they're gone. And then the German guy goes to the bank to get the money out of the safety deposit box, and that's when the Pest calls and says, I puked and shitted it all out.
Perfect timing.
Why would they, if they were just going to poison him and kill him anyway, no matter what, why even put $50,000 in a safety deposit box?
Well, he even said there was more than $50,000, so it was like it almost wasn't even a part of it. He just had a safety deposit box.
But why'd he tell him?
Yeah, but they put it in his name.
No, because they didn't put it in his name. He pretended to be the
That's right.
German ambassador.
Yeah, somehow you can pretend to be the ambassador of another country and like get the bank to give you money and get the police to arrest somebody.
And then, so the bad guy gets arrested, German ambassador, impression worked. And then they end up getting picked up in the Jeep. And this is something that I had never noticed, despite me have seen this movie many, many times. Someone, like his girlfriend says, like, get your white butt in the Jeep. And he says, I have a black butt. And then as they're driving away, his ass is out and he has a black ass.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he does black ass.
He does black ass?
He does black ass in this movie. So
You can't do black ass. That's bad.
Hey, black ass. You ever see Half Baked?
Come on now. Look at this. Hey, black ass.
It's me, black ass. Black? And he like pulls his pants down. He's like, oh, black
Half Baked
ass.
is on my list of potential picks.
I did not notice that. I was checked out. I was done with it.
Yeah, I didn't notice that either. Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Canceled.
there's still something new to get from The Pest this many years later.
Every time you watch, you discover something new.
Did you guys know that it won an Oscar? It's like Best Supporting Actor, Best
What?
Screenplay.
What is?
No, it didn't.
The Best.
No.
Maybe a Razzie. 4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes means nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
This movie could have won awards.
Well, what'd you guys think?
This is tough.
Stamp it immediately.
This is real tough because it holds such a place in my heart as a kid.
No, it's trash.
Couple things. I feel like the setup for the movie was goofier than like a large portion of the movie ended up tonally being. Like I was expecting, because I hadn't seen it in a while, I expected it to be this like over the top wacky thing entirely throughout, which it is.
Almost like a Leslie Nielsen movie or something.
Right, yeah. But then it like kind of dips and goes into like a flatter kind of area. But also, I think that everyone who was in this was in the right movie and they all knew the assignment and committed to it. And that's fun and impressive.
And I bet it was really fun to make.
Yeah.
I bet they had a blast.
Was it Total Dogshit?
It was total dog shit.
Stamp it.
I don't know if I can stamp it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What's the conflict?
It's just, it knows exactly what it is.
That doesn't mean it's not shit.
And I really
Okay.
liked my time with it.
Did we stamp Thanksgiving?
No, we didn't stamp it
I
as
don't
Total Dog
remember.
Shit.
Yeah.
Maybe we did.
This movie, like I said at the top, was at one point my favorite movie of all time. There was nothing funnier than The Pest. One day,
Oh, yeah.
one day, Dad had Jay and Contro over. And so Dad and Jay said, hey, we want to watch a movie. Harry, it's your pick. And I don't remember how old I was, but at this point, I still really loved The Pest.
Jay and Contro and Dad.
That was one of the most extreme examples of showing someone a video on YouTube and them not thinking it's funny, but showing Dad and his friend The Pest saying it's one of the funniest movies ever and having them turn it off less than halfway through.
Were you
It was
sitting there
like-
watching it when they turned it off?
Yeah.
Yes, I have never sweated, so I was like, I knew immediately after it started, I'm like, oh no.
How
I-
old were you when you played it for him?
I don't remember, but it was like enough time to where like I hadn't seen the movie in a while, so I didn't quite remember everything that was in it. And I remember I was like, oh yeah, The Pest is hilarious. Let's watch this. I put it on, and it was like the moment that I like became an adult. It was just like my innocence was lost, and I just sat there. I'm like, uh-oh.
That's
Yeah.
always the worst.
An interesting move by Dad and Jay to be like, let's let Harry pick our movie.
I don't think that's what happened. I think Harry interjected himself like, oh, you want to watch, you gotta watch The Pest.
What's hilarious is I remember this so vividly because it really affected me. Like this movie, like it fucked me up a little bit because in my hands was The Pest and A Beautiful Mind.
That would have been a better choice.
Tough choice.
So I was old enough to know that A Beautiful Mind was a good movie, but not old enough to know that The
That
Pest,
the Pest
wasn't.
But then, Harry, half an hour later, you were old enough to know that.
Yeah.
that was not a
I
good
came out of
movie.
it a different person. I like walked out. I'm like, Harry,
It's always, it's always the worst when
gotta
you go
get
to
a
show someone a movie that you used to like, or like even a YouTube clip, and
Yeah.
like as you're watching it with them, like you get that hot, sweaty, tingly feeling
Yeah.
because you know it's like they're not liking it, and you're like, I can see why they're not liking it.
Okay, so we went to have a movie night with our friends from church, and Steve was like, oh, we should watch The Hateful Eight. And I was like,
That's a great film.
it's a great film, but not for the group that we were with.
And did you put it on?
I think so.
Because that feeling that Chad was just describing is so specific. Like it can only be conjured from showing someone else a video or movie.
Yeah, it's like oh, give me some chicken and some waffle fries. And it's like,
no, I promise this is hilarious.
This is funny, right? It was fun. You had to have been there at the start of the internet because this was funny. I promise. Bitch.
Yeah, Harry, the first time you told me that story about Dad and Jay, it was far after it. Like, you buried it for a while. And you told me, you said, I became a man that day.
It was so, like, embarrassing. I left there thinking it affected my relationship with Dad.
It like he thinks less of you now.
Yeah.
Harry probably wrote about it on his Zanga.
And like Jay looks at Dad and goes,
I mean, Justin has a pretty good Jay and Contro story as well.
Oh, yeah, I do. So Jay and Contro is my parents' friend who's just very sharp dressed, like successful, drinks very nice wines, goes to Napa Valley. Really cool
Could be
dude.
in the mafia. We don't really know.
He might have been in The Sopranos. Really cool dude. But so I have a friend named Jay Skurlock. And all of us were very vulgar.
I love this story.
And then my parents have a friend named Jay, who I also happen to have his phone number because me and Harry used to clean seaweed under his dock for money. And so I'm texting Jay.
I don't know why that's funny, but it is.
It is.
Hey, we wanted GameCube
clean
games.
seaweed under his dock for money.
That's also a very specific experience that our listeners will not relate to at all.
That sounds very mafia coded for sure.
Hey, we bought Wario World with that.
Seaweed under my dock.
So I'm texting Jay, my friend Jay, for weeks. I'm texting him just vulgar shit. I don't remember everything I said. I know
anything you said?
The last text I sent him was like I texted him. There's the songs like "Diamonds on My Grill" or whatever. I texted him because we'd sing it all the time. We go "Diamonds on my dick, diamonds on my grill." So I texted him "Diamonds on my dick, diamonds on my grill," and he never responded. I'm like, all right, well, Jay has lost his sense of humor. So we go to eat with Mom and Dad and all their friends like that weekend. And Jay shakes my hand and says hi to me, and he like kind of leads it. He's like, I won't tell your parents what you've been texting me.
Justin texted Jay and Contro.
I got that hot feeling.
Dick.
That sweaty, hot feeling. And I'm like sitting there at dinner just like trying not to make eye contact.
Yeah.
And Justin didn't even explain himself.
No,
like, he didn't even say, "Oh, that was supposed to be for my friend." Or
no, I just ignored him.
He just left it.
You're like stun locked. You probably walked away, and you're like, "What?"
And no, every text that I had sent came rushing back to me, and I'm like, "It's like on Jaws." A lot. It was like a lot. Like all of us would text each other vulgar shit all the time. Like we'd send shit like meat spin. So I probably sent meat spin to Jay and Contro. And like Two Girls, One
Cup. I love
Cup.
that he let it keep going too.
Oh my
but
God.
When he said it, it was like on Jaws when they do the pan zoom. Like the background grows.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got to stamp this thing. I think that it is undoubtedly total dog shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But I do still love it, and I got some good laughs out of it. And yeah, as an adult, I caught shit that I didn't understand as a kid. And I still had a good time with it, but it's not good. It's a bad
I wasn't
movie.
expecting you to stamp it.
Yeah. That's surprising because you didn't stamp Grind.
It's a bad movie.
Harry, yeah.
You guys go ahead. I got to think.
I stamped it already, but stamp Total Dogsht.
It is total dog shit, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I
tough.
recognize the dog shit that it is.
Because it's really bad. Like, all right, if I were to sit somebody down... Oh, Steve's naked.
Why is he naked? Oh, he's going to do the one stinky dinky.
You're going to hear from the bathroom there. Oh, stinky dinky.
I like to party on the beach, cruise the streets.
That also like really scared me because I didn't know he came in here because my headphones are on.
You just had you just felt something?
Heart attack.
Okay, it's total dog shit, but it's like someone is doing the shell game with dog shit, right? And you know there's dog shit, and you're watching the dog shit move around, but every time you point at the shell, you can't. There's no dog shit.
So, you know it's there.
There is dog shit. You saw him put it in there, but you're like trying to nail it down, and I don't think I can stamp it. But we got 3 stampers, so it's stamped.
Yeah.
You want to hear something crazy? Is Gavin likes this movie?
Yeah, I'm unstamping it for Gavin.
I'm double stamping it for Gavin.
Shout out to Gavin.
But like, what is total dog shit? You know, because like, if we're as a movie, it is absolutely 4%.
Look, I am very critical of movies, but I've been very reluctant to hand out stamps because there is value in making stuff. I know.
Then we shouldn't have named the podcast this, Chad, because that's the whole point.
And total dog shit doesn't mean it's not worth watching or doesn't hold value.
Or that it wasn't worth making.
Okay.
I'll say I laughed more than I expected to. I expected it to just be straight-faced like Dennis from It's Always Sunny, just staring at the TV, not laughing. And I was genuinely cracking up quite a bit. So
I hated it.
It's still total dog shit, but I had fun watching it.
It's good total dog shit.
I'm not going to watch it again for another decade, maybe more. Maybe if I have kids, I'll be like, yo, you guys got to watch this.
Sorry, Gavin.
You did it.
Sorry, Gavin. I know this is one of your favorite films.
All right, everybody, don't forget to wipe and subscribe. Tell your grandmas about our show.
Wipe with your socks.
Yep.
Because they're cushiony soft. Mm-hmm. Cottony soft.
Drinking out of cups.
Of course I farted. You think I smell like this all the time?
Gotta pee.
All right. Love you.
Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you.
Oh,